YouTube friends, how's it going today? It is Wednesday, the 22nd of June. It's an awesome, beautiful day out there today. But I feel good, so I'm in the sewing room and I'm trying to get caught up. What about you guys? So I thought I'd just come live for a little while and visit while I'm trying to get caught up. So let's see what we have here. Okay, nobody's on yet. That's all right. I hope I didn't make it unlisted. Okay, let's see. There. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Kathleen. Hello, Colleen. Hi, Terry. I'm here. Hi, Faith. Good afternoon to you. Let me fix this. Hope everybody is doing well today. Hi, Paula. Hi, Kay. How's it going? Hi, Marla. I'm talking, so the dog came over to see what I was saying to her because she always thinks I'm talking to her. Hi, Lori. Hi, Susan. Hello, Lisa. Hi, June. Hi, Ellen. You'll take a glass of tea? How'd you know I had iced tea? Hi, Cindy. From Tennessee, 94. Ooh, boo. My husband's mother was from Tennessee. Her family is from Tennessee. I went there once. Went to their little town. I can't remember the name of it. Give me a few minutes. I'll think of it. Oh, Marla, you win. 97. That's hot. I think we have about 76, maybe. So I did play around a little bit with the Nightbot, trying to fix some of the problems that we had yesterday. So we'll see what happens. I didn't add any more links yet, but so we'll see. Melissa's not cut up yet, but she's working on it. That's what I'm trying to do. I did spend about 10 minutes, maybe, maybe, just kind of cleaning up a little bit. And I'm up here barefoot, which really makes me nervous. I hope I don't find a pin or something. Kay is putting binding on her flannel quilt. Yeah, you'll need that flannel quilt anytime now. Yeah. We need a test dummy. You want me to unmod you? All right. I'll see if it lets me. Remove moderator. Okay, there you go, Colleen. You're no longer a moderator. You'll be a test dummy, Terry? Oh, the Nightbot got you. I guess it didn't fix it. Bring her back. Oh, that was the other thing. I was going to try and get my little laptop up here, or my tablet. But I don't think it's charged up yet. So I'm going to plug my tablet in and see if I can bring that up on my tablet. See if I can fix it. Oh, it disabled you completely for emojis? I'll be darned. Well, I don't know about this Nightbot thing, or, because I know I went in and said that all members, so you would have to be subscribed to the channel, can use as many emojis as they want. It's in the 70s in Ellensburg. Wow, that's not too bad. Yeah, it's purple. But it's not very powerful. It needs more memory and stuff, so that's why I don't use it very often. Let me see if I can even get it to turn on. Yeah, I think we have about 76 maybe. My feet are actually cold. Faith has 94. Ooh. There's a command to change from chat, but I didn't want to overcomplicate it. I did go in and make changes to the symbol settings. It also catches emote. Yeah, I went in and fixed that one too. Oop, I guess... Is there a different place that you're supposed to save it when you're all done or something? Save changes? Maybe that's not what I did. Laura has 92 degrees. Remod me, please. No. You asked for it. You asked to be unmodded. Everybody heard you. I don't think Colleen doesn't like not being the moderator. How's it feel? Oh my goodness, I am so ornery today. Oh, she was timed out for 200 seconds. Yep, Terry better watch out too. I didn't fix that, Melissa. Moderators can still say that. I think it's getting confused between what I have in YouTube and what I have in Nightbot. Okay, this guy's not coming up. I don't know. She needs to come back on so I can... Oh, there she is. Yes, I'm sore from yesterday. I was really sore this morning, but it's kind of wore off. I feel pretty good. I'm surprised. But this morning I feel like after that ATV ride yesterday, yeah, this morning I felt like I was kind of beat up. Like I rode in the back of the pickup truck rolling around or something, you know? I went to bot jail. Okay, I gotta find... All right. Okay, Colleen. Let's see if you can come back. I fixed you. Maybe. That's what I was in, was a side-by-side. Yeah, that stays on your permanent record. I think so. So I went in and looked at some of the comments that it gives you in there, and it said that Colleen made the most comments. I can't remember how many. It was a lot, though. Is she still here? Did she get mad and leave? Yeah, the side-by-side broke down yesterday. And so I had to ride in the back of somebody else's side-by-side to get to come home. Yeah, well, I prefer the little car. We have one of those little Toyota Raves or Ravs, whatever. Um, and I prefer to go in that. And that thing gets around really good. It's like a little Jeep, you know. But my husband just had to have it. Mainly because it came with a plow on the front and it has a winch also. And so he thought it would work better for plowing snow in the wintertime, which, by the way, it did not. I told him, I said, I can get it done faster with the four-wheeler. So, where's Colleen? Uh-oh. Yeah, it came with a winch. There she is. Well, you reloaded and it let me have the wrench back. Oh, I'll be darned. A winch. You know. I'm not sure, how do you spell it? I'm not sure if it's W-E or W-I. But you know, it has a motor and you can use it to pull things. Oh, okay. Colleen said, well, it gave me the wrench, but it wouldn't show till I reloaded. I'll be darned. Oh, there's a troll. Hey there, big boy. Who wants to get him? Okay. Thank you, Melissa. So it had a W-I-N-C-H. Yeah. Thank you. Hi, Joyce. How come? You haven't understood much of what I said yesterday or today? Am I not speaking clearly? Thank you, Lori. Yeah, English and spelling is not my best subject. However, I was pretty good at math. I had a 4.0 in math. But English and spelling, I struggled to get a C. Every now and then I would get a B. Oh, because we were talking about the bot? Oh, okay, Faith, I get you. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. We were testing out all the fun new things we put on the live stream yesterday. Yeah, the ATV is a side by side, so two people can sit side by side. Go figure. Okay, and that's what we were in yesterday. So this guy's not going to start up, so I can't do anything with that yet. Okay, an ATV is a all-terrain vehicle, so like a four-wheeler, I would suspect. And the UTV is the side-by-side, right? Utility vehicle. Thank you, Melissa. What would we do without you? Okay, so what are you guys working on? Hi, Vicky. You're welcome, Faith. Anytime. I don't know what Colleen is doing now. She's trying to figure out my settings, I guess. Oh, cool. Melissa is making a cover for her Scan and Cut. How are you controlling what my Nightbot does, Colleen? How did you do that? I didn't. You have permission to do that? Cindy has no mojo and looking for a new project. Oh, I didn't know you could do that in the chat. Huh. Well, thank you, Marla. Oh, and then there was a message held for review. I'm cutting up men's shirts to stand pre-cut size. That's Joyce. Yeah, what do you like to do, Cindy? I'm working on a jigsaw puzzle that I got from my secret sister. Awesome. Joyce was held for review. Yeah, I saw that, but she's okay now, right? Marla was timed out. Hi, Hi, Dayla. Well done, everyone, says Colleen. I don't know what the heck Colleen is doing, so I'll just let her do her thing. Oh, just a warning? Okay. Yeah, I saw it. Um, but I think your message was deleted and then you were timed out. So I saw it for a second. Wall hangings or small quilts. That's what Cindy likes to do. Well, Cindy, you know what? I'm gonna um, which computer am I looking at? Okay, I want to do a couple of more of those blocks. This one that I did with Courtney. I'm going to do two more at the size that I did. even though it doesn't match the pattern, but because I want them to match. And then I'm going to make it a wall hanging. So you could do that with me if you want. I'm not doing it today though. I have other chores. Maybe tomorrow if I get caught up. I know sometimes I get into a funk too, and I got to find something. Sometimes just going through my fabric, like if you have a bundle and you haven't looked at some of your fabric for a while, grab one of those fat quarter bundles or a layer cake or just go through your yardage and pretty quick you're going to come across something that just puts a smile on your face, right? And will give you inspiration. Like, let me get the one I was looking at the other day. Okay, like this cat panel. I was going through the panels the other day and I looked at this cat panel again and I thought, oh, how cute. This would be a really nice little quilt for a young girl or, and I have a couple of those panels, so I could cut those out and make a pretty quick, fast quilt. So that's what I do sometimes is I just start going through my fabric and when I come across something that's just, really pretty, I think, what can I make with this? And sometimes it's like an apron or maybe pillowcases. Something you can do really fast. Pillowcases are really fast and super easy. I do have some videos making pillowcases. So if you don't know how to do that, you could look back on one of my videos. And once you get the pillowcase down, it's like maybe a half hour. So sometimes you just need a project that is instant gratification. Or how about one of the little chicken pin cushions? I have a video making that too. And it is super fast and you only need 2 5-inch squares. So you could make one of those. Wouldn't that be fun? Or you could make one of my little rice bags and you can use those. I use it for a seam presser or you can use it for a door stop. I use it for that sometimes too. Or a ruler weight, and I have different sizes. There's videos making those. Okay, super easy and a lot of fun too. So there's some ideas for you, Cindy. What do you think? Did that help any at all? Did I get you excited? When will I finish the Dresden? I don't know. I've lost my I lost my on that. You want to finish it for me? Hi, Tiffany. Oh, gee whiz. That's always fun, Lisa. Trading cars today and learning what all the new bells and whistles do. That's always fun. I always wanted one of those cars that had the cooler in the glove box, or you may call it a jockey box, whichever you prefer. But I can't remember what car that was, and it came out quite a few years ago. And I thought that was so neat that you could put soda pop or whatever in the glove compartment and turn the cooler on and it would keep your stuff cold. You like the muted red and mine? It must have been that block, huh? Tiffany, we installed the new Nightbot. Pretty cool, huh? Wow, I missed a whole bunch. Sorry about that, you guys. Okay, you're not a quilter, Terry? Darn. And then I have one doing project bags, making project bags. Those are simple. And those floss wallets, do you cross stitch? Maybe get out some cross stitch projects. Here's one of the project bags. Here, so it's really easy. The video's pretty easy to follow, and you can skip around in it, you know. But I use all these project bags for cross stitch, but you can use them for other things. And if you don't have vinyl, you don't have to put the vinyl on there, but I had the vinyl. My husband is banging down there. Sorry, you guys. And then I had a zipper. Super easy to do. But like I said, you can, if you don't have the vinyl, just don't put that on there. And then I also have a video on my floss wallet. This is really fun to make. Okay. So there's some more, couple more ideas for you. I'm going to do a video one of these days on my apron. I can't wear aprons that tie, you know, around your neck or hang on your neck. So my apron is kind of like a shirt, and it, you know, you can tie it in the back and then bring it around. But I had to make I did a special pattern. Oh, it looks like my little computer came up. So anyway, I'm trying to think of something else. Easy projects. Let me close the door. And I want to make this sand beach bag that Faith sent me. I think this will be a lot of fun. Maybe I'll do this tomorrow or Friday. Or we could do it Sunday. That might be fun. It's fat quarter friendly. And it is Pink Sands Beach Designs. And I don't know, I would have to look and see if you can get the pattern online, maybe as a download. Okay, there's phone number, email, and a website. I don't know if you can see that. I'm trying to hold still. So that might be fun. But if you don't get the kit, you're going to need 2 fat quarters. Let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 6 fat quarters. 6 or 7 fat quarters. I don't think you use all the fat quarter, but it's just to have the variety of color. But here's the picture of this one. Isn't that pretty? I really want to make this bag. So nice of Faith to send that to me. Okay. I'm going to keep that out. Making bags are probably a little more, you know, time consuming. Let's see. Hi, Heather. Hi, Stir. How are you doing? Hi, Diane. Hi, Dorlyn. Dayla retracted. Thank you, Colleen. Let's see. What did Heather say? Oh, hey, that's cool. Heather said, I saw the opinionated quilter mention you and your layer cake madness on one of her videos about a month ago. She's talking about Tiffany. Okay, I'm just going to look back up here and see if I missed something that was addressed to me. Otherwise, I'll be forever trying to go through all these. Okay, I saw that one. Hi, Vicky. I didn't see you come in. Excuse me. Oh, there goes the phone. I forgot to move that phone again, didn't I? And it's a scam. There. I threw it away. Okay. So, hi, Kathy. Colleen. Colleen said, anyone besides me, just look at their phone. I usually say, Kim, will you get that? But I don't see Kim in here. Stir said that's what she thought. I kicked the scammer out, that's for sure. Those drive me crazy. All right. Now I wanted to see yeah, I guess I don't need to do it now. I'll let that charge up. It did finally come on though, my little. So I'm going to try and use this little guy up here. Okay. Now what I need to do, she's resting from having company. Oh, I hope she's okay. Okay, I don't want to hurt you guys. Let's see. Well, I don't know if that's a good spot. Oh, got a sore spot in my foot. Let's see. Have you ever tried to change the channel with your phone instead of the remote? Yes. How'd you know? I know we do. And it drives you crazy because it changes so quick, you know, the technology. Okay, let me grab this quilt. Because we got a few things we got to get done today. This needs to be squared up. This is the quilt, a customer's quilt that I got done last week, I think. Here's some of the design you can see. That's the backing. And I just did flowers, meander flowers, and kind of some hearts. And I did some leaves. Some of the leaves look like hearts, you know. And I just kind of meandered that whole pattern over the whole thing. That's all she wanted, was something pretty simple. And I posted this one in the Facebook group. It's like a crazy quilt, you know. I mean, it is really crazy. So, sampler blocks, I guess you'd call it. And she wants me to put the binding on for her, which I don't mind doing, as long as they don't mind me using the sewing machine, because I don't bind by hand. So I'm just going to get this ready to get trimmed up. Luckily I have a big table, but normally I like clean everything off of this big table, but I'm not going to do that today. Anyway, so I got to get the binding on this one, and then I have that other quilt still over there on the long arm. I've got to get it done. Got to get it done. And I'll have to bind that one too. So, like her father made these, and they're fairly old, and not everything is real square. I did try to square it up the best I could. So a lot of times what I'll do before I make my first cut is I'll use a big square ruler and put it in the first corner and kind of see what I'm going to get, if I'm going to be able to get it square or not. And then I take, because I'm going to be cutting it off anyway. Oh, thank you, Colleen. I use a friction pen and I draw the line, you know, the squaring up line on the corner. So when I'm squaring up, let me bring you down so you can see. When I'm squaring up, not only am I using the corner of the quilt, this is the corner of the quilt, the last border, but I'm also using the inside of this, making sure my lines are lined up on that. And now you wouldn't be able to do that if your border is real wonky, okay? So you pretty much have to have a nice straight quilt. So when I quilted this, I did have to kind of manipulate it here and there to try to get things square. So it's not too bad, actually. And I don't want to take off a whole bunch. I like to leave my basting stitch for sure, because that basting stitch helps when you go to put the binding on. Okay, so that looks about right. Well, I'm going to mark this corner because I won't be cutting this side first. It'll probably be my last side. I'm just kind of a little more particular, especially when I have somebody else's quilt. You know what I mean? Jelly beans. Well, hop to it, Colleen. Get that quilt quilted. Hi, Brenda. Boy, my husband's sure doing a lot of banging down there. Yeah, I'm not really sure what size this quilt is, but it's pretty big. I would have to look in the book. Okay, now I'm going to get my big ruler out. And then I kind of need to straighten this up a little bit. So I can move it down as I go. I like to pull it down. And I did turn my mat so it's the long ways this way so I can cut more. I think he's doing leather work again up there. Okay, here we go. I don't know if he's making another sheath. Now that has a little bow in it right there. Okay. So then, so my cut is right here. You probably can't see. I like to have my ruler about 4 inches down from that cut opening. So it gives me a little more to line up. Okay. And then again, I'm going to try and make sure I'm even with that inner part also. The inner part of the border. And just sometimes if they're really wonky, you just do the best you can. And then slide it back down. And I think I have to give this quilt a little bit of grace because it is, you know, more than 20 years old. But I think he did a pretty good job, really, you know. Especially on that other quilt he made also. That's over on the Longarm. And if we have time today, I'll show it to you. You should load it, Tiffany. Get to work. No more pulling for you. Hi, Melena. How are you doing? Okay. Boy, I'd like to open that door back up. It gets really hot up here. But now we can hear all the outside noise. Okay. Here we go. If you have any questions, save them, and I'll tell you when I'm going to be reading the chat. Or the moderators can save them for me. Post them again or something. Because I'm sure they don't have anything better to do. Okay. I'll just slide that down, make sure I'm still straight. There. So I got all that off. Just get it out of my way for a second. Put that over there. Bring this here. Now I got to pull my quilt back up. So what I thought I would do is I'll do a little binding, and when I get tired of doing binding, then I'll go over and do some quilting. And when I get tired of quilting, then I'll come back over and do some binding. Okay. Straighten that out, nice and flat. Hi, Beth. How's it going? Hi, Donna. Who else did I miss? Oh, you know what I need to do? I need to put their names before their channel link so you know who it is. I need to make myself a list. Well, thanks for popping on. I appreciate it. Oh no, Tiffany, I'm sorry. You should be filming. I know how you feel, boy. Yep, the last few days, well, all last week. Really sucked. Thank you, Colleen, for reminding everybody to do the thumbs up. Because I haven't done a welcome thing yet either. You may have noticed that. Yeah, I think he's making more knife sheaths, Tiffany, Diane. Your hubby squares your work? That is so cool, Dorlin. I should get my husband up here. Tell him I need his help, his squaring expertise. Tucker? Huh? Tuck it? What are you guys talking about? Oh, I see. Whoop, I'm spinning. No capitals. How come the capital thing isn't working? Vicky, you should know that you won't be able to do capitals pretty quick because the bot is supposed to. Thank you, Tiffany. Most trolls type capitals, and the bot is supposed to delete those. So, just a fair warning to let you know that pretty quick, when the bot is fully activated, you won't be able to use capitals in a whole sentence like that. Okay, so I'm going to make sure I'm square down here on this line. This is the one I cut, the side I cut already. And then I just have to move this over a little bit. There's that one. Boy, I didn't have... Yeah, that's one thing on these quilts is they didn't give me enough background fabric. So I only had like this much at the top. I really had to fudge it. But I made it work. I thought I was going to have to sew another piece on there temporarily, but... So that's one thing. If you're sending something to a Longarmer, you will want to make sure, check with them and find out how much backing overhang they require. I like at least 4 inches bigger all the way around than the top. But, you know, check with your Longarmer and see what they like. Because some of them, you know, like 6 inches. Some of them are fine with 2 inches. But 4 inches is plenty big enough for me. Or as you can see, I managed to do it with a 1/2 inch. But it was a pain. Hi, Laura Lynn. Yes, exactly. 4 inches for ease of quilting. I agree. Because your clamps, side clamps have to go on. And if it's too close, then you are hitting it with the machine. Oh, yeah. You fixed it. Okay, so you had the warning there. Sorry, Vicky. I knew that bot was gonna do it eventually. Are you going live tonight, Beth? Oh, hi, Teresa. Didn't see you there. How are you doing? Hi, Christine. Oh, out walking the dog and listening. Awesome. Thank you. I do that with my personal quilts, TeresaLouise. I make it sometimes about 2 inches, but it's because I have red snappers. Yeah, I mean, I can make it work, but it's sure a lot easier to have a little more room on that last one. I gotta sit down for a minute. Especially because I use part of it to test my bobbin thread and the tension. But I mean, I don't mind using my scrap stuff to do that. Especially if I'm going to be using, that's the other thing. You gotta let your long armer know whether or not you're planning on using that extra fabric that you put on here for your binding or not, because if you do, then I won't use that strip as a test piece. But if you aren't, then I can use that as a test piece. I'm going to walk the dogs in a couple of hours, I think. In this quilt, I used 100% cotton, Beth, because, but it's a lightweight cotton. That's what she wanted. And these quilts are going in their cabin, and their cabin is up here where it gets real cold in the wintertime. So, yeah, she wanted cotton. I usually have 100% cotton on hand, and then an 80-20, which is 80 cotton, 20% polyester. And then I also like to keep a lightweight polyester one on hand too, because sometimes I like to do my projects with that in it also. Because you get more, they're fluffier, you know. Okay. Hi Dee, how are you doing? Having strawberry. Ooh, yum. Still on vacation? Awesome. So we're still working out the bugs from the Nightbot, but so give us a little bit of time. Hi, Kathy. Or were you talking to Teresa McBee? Making dinner. What are you having for dinner? It's 6:30. I'm trying to figure out something for dinner. I'm tired of all my normals. Uh, Subway and chips or sub sandwiches. That sounds good. I had BLTs last night. That was really good. And then I had made fish chowder the night before, so there was some of that. So we made BLTs and leftover fish chowder. Fish and tortilla chips. Well, I had fish yesterday, or otherwise I would say that sounds good. Steak, baked beans, and salad. Oh, you're going on vacation next week. Okay. Arby's. Oh, I wish we don't have an Arby's. I haven't had Arby's in forever. Be right back. I hear a car. It was the next driveway. You should see our little trees. They look so pretty. They even got blooms on them this year. Ooh, breakfast for dinner. Yeah. Waffles. Huckleberry waffles. And a sausage patty. That sounds good. Thank you, Faith. You win. Chicken strips, scalloped potatoes, and green beans. That sounds good too. Yeah, I'm coming to eat with you guys too. Move over. Now I want potatoes, says Beth. Sushi. Your granddaughter loves it? Yeah, I don't do sushi. I know I have beautiful trees, huh, Tiffany? Well, the one that you saw that's out front, um, its blooms are dying now, and we planted actually two more of those trees on either side of the house, the ones that, like I showed you the other day. So one of these days, except for they have actually more purple leaves, it's a beautiful tree. I think it's called a flowering plum. Um, but they're super pretty. And then we planted the aspen, and it's not real big yet. It's not even as tall as me. And then the white birch is looking really good too. So all four trees that we planted last fall, so far, knock on wood, are doing good. Hi, Tamala. How are you doing? New England baked beans and Humpty Dumpty barbecued chips. What is Humpty Dumpty barbecued chips? Is that actual? And New England baked beans. What's the difference between regular baked beans and New England? I love mashed potatoes too. Dora Lynn says barbecued ribs, fruit salad, broccoli with cheese. I had barbecued ribs a couple of nights ago. Ooh, Pop had Arby's while he was away. Oh no, Mom. Laura Lynn said Pop had the Arby's and he had the nerve to eat it in front of her when they were doing video chat. I bet he was in trouble when he got home. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have waffles. If my husband's all right with it, we'll do waffles. But chicken strips do sound good. Barbecued beans sounds good with me and ribs. Yeah, I made baby back ribs the other night. We have a 3-year-old plum tree. Oh, it might be plum tree. Might be too early for fruit yet. Do you remember what the tag said? Do you get fruit in 3 or 5 years? Maine chips. Yeah, my husband really misses all of the fish from back east. He used to live in Connecticut. He was born in Connecticut. When I made the ribs, I made a whole rack. And then, of course, we don't eat that whole rack. And so, but I still barbecue the whole rack because you might as well. And then I cut it into thirds. And then I wrap it, two of the pieces. I leave them in chunks. I don't cut them all up, Leave it in big chunks. And then I wrap it after it cools in freezer paper. And then I put them in the freezer. And then the next time I want ribs, all I have to really do is warm them up. So, New England baked beans are kidney beans cooked in the ground overnight in a crock. They are cooked with pork, molasses, and onions. Okay. Yeah, we have our trees surrounded with, we call it pig wire. It's not chicken wire, but the wire is a little bit further apart. And we have it so that they can't get in there. And then we hung cowbells on there. And so if the cowbell starts going off, we can run out there and scare the deer and the elk away. Okay, back to cutting. Yeah, the next time we go back east, we are definitely going out for lobster or crab, something yummy. We almost moved to Tennessee a few years ago, but we didn't. I didn't want to be that far away from my mom and dad. And now both my mom and dad are gone, and so we could go ahead and move there, but the house that was for sale that we wanted, of course, is sold. So, and it was Brandon's great grandfather's parents' homestead that was for sale, and it was cheap back then. It was like they were asking like $40,000 or something for it. Big 2-story Victorian type home. Really wishing we would have bought that, but the people that bought it turned it into a B&B. What is the name of that town? Clifford. Okay. So is Cindy still here? Because I think Cindy said she's in Tennessee. Brandon's mother and her family. Clifford? I think it's Clifford, Tennessee. Or Clifton. Might be Clifton. Anyway, I can't remember what the name of the B&B is, but it used to be the Hughes house. Okay, that one's off. I think it's Clifton. Yeah. Okay. Not getting this done very fast, am I? Too much yakking, I guess. And you can see here, maybe you can see here, this is where I test my bobbin at, here along the side. And I do that every time I put in a new bobbin, because if I don't, something is bound to happen. And I'd rather fix it, get it fixed on the test piece than in the quilt. You know what I mean? Okay, square up with my line here and make sure we're all square there, down here. Looks good. Yeah, Nova Scotia is beautiful. But I kind of think our area here is kind of like that. Lots of trees, really green, a lot of snow, a lot of rain. Alrighty. Yeah, this quilt is going to be a monster to put the binding on. It's going to be really heavy. I had to send it to Tiffany and have her put the binding on it. Tiffany likes doing binding. I know, Tiffany, it's too cold here for you. It's actually even too cold for me. I think that's part of the reason why I was feeling so bad, was because it got cold again and was rainy and all that stuff. And today and yesterday have just been beautiful out. People need sunshine. There's the phone again. Another scammer. That's the only people that call. Okay, Laura. Oh, thank you. Demilla. I hope I said that right. Or Demilli. Oh, really, Teresa? Your brother is in Normandy, Tennessee. I don't know where that is, but Brandon probably does. Is that close to Clifton? I've only been there once when we went on a family reunion for Brandon, and it was a nice little town, really was. And we went to the family cemetery and all that. A lot of things around there have the name of the family, the Hughes family. Okay, that one's done. Okay. And supposedly, there's binding in the bag for this quilt, so I hope there's enough. So the next thing I'm going to have to do is measure it, make sure I have enough binding. Okay, here's my last one. Yay. I'm thirsty. Molly. The Molly? I hope I can remember that, if I even said it right that time. I'm not the best with names, pronouncing names. Yeah, this is, I don't think you were here when I said, but this is a customer quilt. And her dad did this about 80, or not 80, 20 years ago or so, thereabouts. And he has passed away, and they want to get all of his quilts quilted so they can pass them around to the family. So I got this one and one other one. When I get these two done, she's bringing me some more. I don't know how many more, but that's what my husband said, Teresa. The best seafood he ever had was in Maine. Okay, Cindy. Winchester. You know, that's funny because we have a Winchester, Idaho, and well, it's quite a ways away from us, but it's on the way to Lewiston. Oh, he has cousins in Knoxville. Quite a few cousins in Knoxville, and then he still has cousins in Tennessee and then in Georgia also. My mom's family grew up eating glazed donuts with homemade macaroni. It's so good. Well, I don't mind the glazed donuts, and I don't mind the macaroni, but separate would be okay. Sweet and savory. Huh. I never heard of the, like together, Beth? Like on top of each other? I couldn't do that. The bot's still working, Nancy. Go ahead, give it a try. You can test it if you want. Blackened salmon. That sounds good. Crab legs, yep. California rolls. Homemade macaroni, tuna salad, and apple pie. Apple pie sounds good. 45 minutes from Nashville. Okay, yeah. 105. Ugh. Did it ever rain, Tiffany? Yes, he did machine piece it, Marla. Except for, I don't know if he did this or if somebody else in the family did, but after he pieced all of the blocks together, they went around and did a top stitch around it all in red thread, zigzag around each block. So that's kind of odd. It's almost kind of like a crazy quilt effect, but not each piece in the block, but each separate block. Red thread, bright red thread, zigzag. And it looks like polyester thread. It's really shiny. So that's kind of odd, but oh, can you still get a lot of house for your money in Tennessee? Yeah, I think you did an awesome job on the quilt too. Oh, Nancy's trying the emojis. Didn't look like it kicked you out. I guess Colleen fixed it. Colleen noticed a circle around the send arrow in her chat box. It was going a very slow countdown when it kicked me out. Oh, I'll be darned. Okay, Diane. Still smells like rain. Okay. I'm not sure what I did wrong. Boy, I looked at that several times. Maybe I need to increase the amount they can have. I don't know. Because a troll uses those two, so it's kind of hard to figure out what to do. Uh-oh. Nancy got deleted. And you got stop spamming warning. Okay, Tiffany, go stretch. I guess I just need to disable the whole thing about it. Hold on, I think somebody's here. What is you barking at? No, it's the neighbors on their four-wheelers. Okay, here we go. I'll try and hold this up so you can see it, but I did post a picture of it in the Facebook group. So if you're not in the Facebook group already and you have Facebook, go ahead and subscribe, request to join. You do have to answer a couple of questions, but it's pretty simple, nothing crazy or anything. Just want to make sure you're actually somebody who sews and not a scammer, right? So then you can take a look at what everybody's been doing. Everybody needs to post their projects in there so I can see. All right, almost to the end here. And so now I'm coming up to this corner. I'm going to make sure I line up with it. Looks good. That's it. Yay, that is done. Now I get to do the binding. Won't that be fun? Okay. Let me see if I can get off the chair. This is probably going to be pretty heavy. But are we back? Yep, we're back. I hope it doesn't do that again. Okay. All right, we're back. So anyway, I think this is the top. And then they pieced the back. So the back is green. And then these down the middle and down like a cross. So anyway, it's a pretty cool quilt. I'm trying to remember what he called it. Like the Mad Quilter Sampler Quilt. Something like that. Because I think I have to put the label on too. They didn't put the label on this one. But they did send me the label, I think. Let's see. No, I think this goes for that other quilt over there. Yeah, okay. So here they sent me all the binding. Here. This is the same color as the border on the outside. And they didn't piece the label, so I'm going to figure out how to put this label on there. And oh, it says Gone Mad Quilter, number 23. So must be the 23rd quilt that he made. February 2009. And then it has his initials by who it's by. So what I was thinking about doing is putting some yeah, putting something on there, and then hand stitching it, you know. I'll just hand stitch it because I don't want it to mess up the front. And I'm sure they want to use this label. Anyway, so I'll do that. And I don't know why they put this in there. This is just a piece of scrap. People are funny. Okay, so put that back. So I need to measure that quilt, and I'm glad I got that label out because that'll remind me that I need to do that too. Yes, fusible. Thank you. See, sometimes words just go away. which is really upsetting. So yeah, I'm going to put some fusible on that. And then I'll fold these over, you know, fuse it down on the back, and then just do a whip stitch, I think, all the way around. Personally, I'd rather do like a corner label on something that I've already quilted, but I'm pretty sure he probably made this label too, so I better make sure it gets on there. It gets worse, Nancy? God, I hope not. I know it gets worse when I'm in a flare-up. For sure. And that's one of the reasons why I don't go live when I don't feel good like that, is because you guys wouldn't be able to understand me anyway. I'd be going, you know, that word constantly. Hi, Mel. How's it going? But that's one of the things I have you guys for, to help me remember the words. Oh boy, I hope I don't lose any needles anywhere. I have to be really careful about that because I go barefoot. Okay. So the next thing I want to do is, what time is it? 3 o'clock. Okay, next thing I'm going to do is measure this. I mean, I measured it before I quilted it. And now that I've cut it, I'll measure it again. I got to find my book. Where's my book? There it is. I think my husband's coming upstairs. Nope. I just wanted to warn him just in case. Let's see. Gone mad. Here it is. Like, look at all the notes that I keep on somebody else's quilt. That's a lot of notes. I need a pencil. Okay, so I'll go over to the back. It took me 5 bobbins for this quilt. So that wasn't too bad. So trimmed up, that's done. And I'll set this over here. Usually I go put this on the long arm, but probably would be easier. Okay. Let me move that. Did it stop again? No, there you are. Boy, it's really behind. There. Click on the live button. Okay. It is 3:13 here. Fix my hair. Okay, I'm going to turn you. You guys can see my mess. Now you can still see me anyway. Move this out of the way. Okay, I gotta measure it, so. Just easier if I put it over here for sure. And then I'll use my measuring tape, which I have right here. And so 60, 70, 80, 88 and a half. Okay, so I wrote that down. Now I'll turn it again. This does have some pretty fabrics in it. And then it has some pretty weird fabrics in it. But I think it'll make an awesome cabin quilt for sure. There's a nice breeze blowing. Okay, 60, 70, 80, 90, 93 by 93 and a smidge. Okay. Now, bring you back over here. I'm going to turn you. So now we'll do some math. Hi, Courtney. How the heck are you? I don't know, Vicki. Your phone does weird stuff. So, 8.5, 93. Okay, let's see. We have, get my calculator out. Move you guys, 88.5 plus 93. 363 inches. So now I have to figure out if I have enough of that binding. Bring you guys back up. Now, Longarm quilters, if they do the binding for you, they usually charge you a linear inch. So for every inch you go around the quilt, they charge you. That's how they charge you. Whereas long arm quilting, like edge to edge, it's square inch for every square inch. And everybody's different, so you would have to check with your long armor to see what they charge if you want to have them do your binding, even if they will do the binding. Some long armors won't do the binding. And it really kind of depends on, for me, on if I'm feeling up to it, because, you know, binding's a lot of work. I don't charge for squaring up. If they want me to square up their quilt, I don't charge for that. That's part of the service. So. Oh, hey, Kim. How are you doing? Oh, no, you got a migraine. That's not good. I'm sorry to hear that. I was wondering where you were at. Somebody told me you were, I think it was Melissa, resting after you had company. Thank you, Colleen, for letting Courtney know that. What happened with Courtney? Let me go back and look. Oh, you have a thunderstorm. Yeah, when I have thunderstorms and stuff, I don't worry too much about my brothers, but all my long arm and stuff, they get unplugged. All right, let's see how much we have here. And then I'll get a piece of fusible for that, if I can find some. I might have to tack it down and then sew it on. Probably should do that first before I do any of the binding. Move that around. Okay, now I'm going to count. See how many, okay, I need to figure out how many yards that is. So bring my calculator back up. $30 yards. I have to do that 30 times. Equals 30.25 linear yards, not actual yards. Okay, she says, what if you didn't send enough binding? Do you use what was sent creatively with another fabric? Well, first thing I would do is I would call the customer and I would say, you didn't send me enough binding. Do you have more of that fabric? Do you want to mail me some? If the answer is no, then I'll say, do you want me to pick some fabrics out for possibilities out of my stash? And then I would like send them a photo of those fabrics. Like I would give them like 3 choices maybe, right? And then I would of course charge them by the yard so So yeah, that's how I would deal with that. Or I would give them the option. I could use part of this and then get creative and use something else with it, like maybe white or something. But then again, I would pick something out if they wanted me to add to this, and then let them pick which one. Okay. And I usually like to kind of do that, the final, I would be sending them an email with the pictures. And so when they emailed me back telling me which one, then I would have that email with my records showing that that's what they picked, right? I hope that answered your question. Okay, Mary, bye. What FPP? I have to go look. Sandy said, decide by the width of fabric. It will give you how many cuts you need. It's already sewn together, so I don't need to do it that way because the binding is already sewn together, all the strips. So I just need to make sure I have 363 inches. So, but right, that's how I would do it otherwise if I needed to do it that way. So, okay, here's one. I don't think I'm going to have enough. 2. In fact, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to have enough. 3. 4. I calculated that wrong anyway. 5. 's curling up on me. 5. 6. 7. Yeah, I think I'm going to have enough. 8. 9 plus. Okay. Let me do my math one more time because I did that wrong. I have 363 inches and I want to divide it by 36 inches. So actually I need 10.08. And I said I had 9 and a little bit of some. So Um, Teresa, is it best to keep records of every quilt? Yes, I keep records of every customer quilt I do. I have a set record that has certain questions on it, and those are to be answered. If the customer is here, it's great because then she can sign the record book on which choices she picked. And I usually have her initial each choice as we go down, and then I have her sign the estimate that is given. But if I make any changes, big changes, that's going to be more to make it more than $20, because it's usually, I would say, this is your estimate within 20 less or more. If it's going to be more than $20 change, then I will call them first. But yeah, and then I also, keep track of all the measurements, all that stuff, of the top, of the back. I also make a little design, drawn out design on the back of the paper that I did. So like, for instance, on the Quilt of Valor one that I did, the design was kind of like that with the stars and ribbon, and but it was a meander, so I write meander, stars and ribbon. Then also I take a picture of before and after of the front and the back, and then it goes into the computer under that person's last name. And then I take a picture of after I'm done quilting it, and it also goes into that person's folder. And then any correspondence via email also gets tagged into that folder. Yeah, I might do that. Okay, let's see. Christine, anyone interested? Hold on, you guys. You are?
Yeah, see if my checks are here.
All right. It was a husband who's going to the store. So let me count that one more time. Just to make sure. I try to, because, I try to have a good paper trail with customer quilts, because if any questions come up, that's 2. Especially on the customers that I don't know that well, people I don't know that well. Okay, I can't talk and count at the same time. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9 and 10 inches. So I definitely don't have enough. And these pieces of scraps they gave me are not 2.5 inches. So yeah, I'm going to have to call her and let her know. And I'm pretty sure I know what she's going to say. Let me see. Now, I might be, oh, you know what? I might be able to get, so this was the backing, and this is the color I need. So I might be able to get enough off of the backing piece. Hey, good thing I didn't quilt on that piece. And here's another piece. It might be wide enough. And that would give me, let's see, 10. Let's see, I had 10. That would just barely be enough. That would give me 10. I'd like to have like, 10 and 18 inches. So that would give me, if I use this other piece, so I have some I can make. Let's see if there's any on this one. Oh yeah, but that one's not wide enough. Okay, so those two, that one should be wide enough. So I'm pretty sure I don't have this fabric. Let me see my 2.5 inch ruler. Oh gosh, barely. Just right under 2.5 inches. So let's see what they made this at. Two and a half. So I think I can do it. Let's see, how wide is this top one? No, I can only get one piece out of this one. But it's going to be real close. I think I am going to make it. So I won't need to call her. Yay! Okay. Does anybody have any questions? I think I'm going to go ahead and get off here, you guys. I've been on for a while. Not sure how long. And I'm going to start quilting that other quilt over there. And take care of this binding. Bye, Dayla. And then figure out the label. So that's what I'll be working on this afternoon. But if other people come on live, then I will probably see you guys over there. So I'll wait just a few minutes. If you have any questions about anything that I talked about today, go ahead and ask. Bye, Joyce. Thank you. I appreciate all of you. Bye, Tiffany. And thank you so much to my moderators. I really appreciate you guys. You didn't like the fun time out, Colleen? Bye, Dee. Yep. Don't forget the thumbs up. Thank you. Bye, Teresa, Nancy, Paula. Appreciate all of you. Be sure and have a blessed day, you guys. And be sure and keep quilting. Are you going live, Courtney? That's okay, Kim. Better late than never. Bye, Terry. Bye, Shirley. I hope you feel better, Kim. Love you guys. Thanks for your help. I don't see any questions, so. Oh, you're welcome, Nancy. If I didn't catch your question at any time, you can always put the question down in the comments under the video after it posts. So, and it does take YouTube 2 to 24 hours to post the actual chat once this video is done. So it will be there eventually. All right. Okay. Bye, guys. Love ya.